go. Sound, sound, sound. Are we good now? Ah, there we go. We got sound back. All right, sound is back. Let's go. I didn't have my mic on. I just changed out the batteries, didn't have the mic on. TikTok, what's up? How you guys doing? All right, Instagram, I'm out. Instagram, head over to YouTube now. Link in the bio. Let's go. Boom. Good to go. All right, so here is what we are doing tonight, okay? Oh, good. You guys, are we good now? We're all good now? Got it? We can hear you? All right, we're good. It's like a 30, 45 second delay, so I never get to see it until the very end, like 45 seconds later to make sure that it's working. But it looks like we're good now. We got 170 of you in here. Let's go. All right, so here's what we got going on tonight. I'm going to start over. So I actually just recreated to make it easier for a few of you. And honestly, we haven't done fonts this way in a long time, but I did create a little pack that you guys will be able to use that I'm going to put on the website tonight. I have a little coupon code up above that will work on the designs, the rhinestones, the magic flock, and the Hotfix tape. But here's what I got going on. Check this out. What I got going on tonight is I am going to show you how you can use templates like these here and a couple different tricks when doing something like this to be able to do different stuff with custom names, with custom teams, and all types of things. So it's going to be pretty sweet. I'm going to show you how to do it, but the big benefit of doing something like this, even something like this here, is you can take a font, okay? I have a font pack that I updated and I switched around. I haven't even told anybody about it yet as far as it being on there, but it is on the website now, okay? I discounted it for tonight with the coupon code and everything, and it is a font pack that has 6 different fonts, basically of the same font, but all different sizes. What you're able to do when you have something like that, and you guys can kind of see it on my screen on YouTube here, is you can cut out the entire alphabet, and that allows you to customize any name you want. So just to give you an idea of when you would use something like this, for example, I used to go to events all the time. Oh my goodness, let's go. The flying little bird. Appreciate you on TikTok. Thank you for the support. So I would go to an event and someone wanted a custom name on the back of the shirt. Or I would go to an event and I would never know what team names are going to be there, right? And I want to do just some basic kind of wording shirts for maybe some of the parents, okay? So we have a lot of youth football teams around here, okay, where there's still like mascot names of NFL teams, but it's for a youth organization. So that's something where you can get away with it if you're selling it for the Chiefs Pee Wee team, right? Or the Raiders Pee Wee team, and it's for the Raiders mom for Johnny, number 46. So something like that is something you can get away with it, but what's really cool about it is just the ability to edit them whenever you want. So you're not having to recut templates. And this is something that was really a difficult time for me when I got started in this business, is Magic Flock wasn't around. So you would make templates of a custom name and it would be Vassallo. What are the chances I'm going to cut another Vassallo, right? And I would have this name forever. And then next time they come, they might want a different font or something. So, or they want, their friend comes and they want Parker, and then the next person wants Sutton, and then the next person wants Hunt, next person wants Fitz-Oliver. So all of these custom names, I would have to cut a template of every single one of them. I'm wasting a boatload of material. So I'm going to show you here tonight how you can even create, okay, I'm going to cut them individually. Yes, I'm going to show you, Kim. So let's get into that first. Let's get into that first and show you how you would do something. And I'm going to show you kind of an idea of one of the fonts that I created. So let me flip this around for you and show you my screen. And everybody here, click that like button. All of you on TikTok, tap that screen up. Let's go. We only have 600 likes. Tap that screen up, fill up that bar on TikTok. Let's get it. All right, so this is kind of the pack where it has 6 different fonts. You'll see it has, for SS10 stones, it has a 1.1 inch tall, a 1.4 inch, 2.0, 2.2, 2.5, 2.8. So where that's going to make a huge difference is, for example, are you doing it for a team, okay? And is that team the Hurricanes? Well, I'm going to have to use a much smaller font to fit Hurricanes at about 10.5 to 11 inches. Or is that team named the Chiefs, which is a lot smaller, okay? So what you'll see is, and let me bring you over to the website here real quick just to show you, the font that I'm going to be working with in this first one, just to show you, is right here. It's TRW200 Ultimate Sport Font Pack, okay? What this pack has, and this is not a TrueType font, okay? And it's like this on purpose. So it's not a font that you would type out. I'll show you what the font's going to look like when I bring this in here. Okay, so let me head over to Corel here real quick. And I'm just going to open up a new page. So if I wanted to bring in, and I'll even show you the actual files, okay? Here's the 1.1 inch. If I bring this into CorelDRAW, it's an SVG file, so you could bring it into your Cricut software, into your Silhouette software, or whatever. It's going to come in like this right here. Okay? It's going to come in like this right here. So what this is going to do is you're going to see I'm at about 10.8 inches. So I already arranged this to fit within the Magic Flock as you're ready to cut it. Okay? Yes, the website is having some issues right now. So some of you are probably able to get on. Some of you may not be able to. It's the actual server and the actual, our company that runs it. They've been having nationwide issues. So some of you may be able to get on. Some of you may not. Hopefully, it's been kind of intermittent throughout the day. If you aren't able, you'll still be able to use the discount and stuff tomorrow as well for the coupon code. So this is basically ready to cut, okay? And I can send it to my vinyl cutter and cut out this alphabet. Now, normally with an alphabet, you'll want to cut out probably 2 of each letter, okay? Probably 2 of each letter. But it really depends on what word you're going to use. So here's what I do, okay? And this is something, I promise you, it will save you guys a lot of money. And a lot of you probably don't do this, but I've been doing this long enough to where I know how to save money when doing stuff and save material. So check this out. If I were going to, and let's just say the first team that came to me, okay, that wanted something, they were the Chiefs, okay? Here's what I would do, and I'm going to walk you through the process to show you here. I'm going to maybe say, oh, I wonder if that's my 2.8 inch font, okay? So I'll bring in my 2.8 inch font, and I'm going to ungroup it, and then I'm just going to come over here and I'm going to grab my C here, okay? Now within the wizard, I'm going to create, I just created some grid lines right there, which makes it a lot easier to kind of line stuff up, just as I'm figuring this out. So basically, what I'm doing right now is I am figuring out what is going to be a good size, all right? And no, I'm not a Chiefs fan. Not at all. I really wanted them to lose yesterday, but they won. So I'm arranging this. I got my C, my H. Let's just grab my I. But you can see, You don't need any type of special software to do this. You can just move the words to wherever you want. Let me grab my E here, move that right next to it. Let's grab my F. I'm going to pull that down to here, and let's grab my S. So I know that it's going to cut out to these squares specific, okay? So this design would be 10.5 inches. So honestly, that's like perfect size for Chiefs. So here's what I would do, okay? Instead of cutting out this entire alphabet, I'm always going to have this file, right? So you got to think, it's going to cut 21 inches, almost 22 inches if I cut out just one letter of each of this alphabet. Well, what I like to do is I'm only going to cut out the letters that I'm going to use on this order. But then I have the file to go back into later, and then let's say another customer comes and they are the Rams, okay? Well, for Rams, I probably want to use this bigger font again. So I'll cut out the R, the A, the M, and I won't have to cut out the S because I already have it. Does that make sense how I'm explaining that to you guys? If you do it this way, you will save a ton of Magic Flock template material. Okay? A ton. Because what most people do is they're going to go and they're going to cut out the entire alphabets. But then they might not have orders for these different letters for a week, a day, 6 months, who knows? But you just used all that Magic Flock up. Only use the Magic Flock when you actually need it. Okay, so I got Chiefs right there. Now I want to set up the next part of my design. So I'm going to say, let's get rid of that. I'm good with my 2.8 inch tall Chiefs. All right. Now the next one I'm going to do is I want to find underneath, I'm going to do football. Okay. I'm going to probably put a line. Yes, that's exactly it, Pat. You're going to slowly build your font over time. You're going to slowly build all your Magic Flock templates over time. And then you're only going to cut them out when you need those actual letters. Eventually, you're going to, because who knows, you might never use an X. You might never use a Z. You might never use some of these different letters, right? Why cut them out if you don't have to? Save yourself money. I'm trying to save you money and make you spend less, right? So, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here, I'm going to grab just a 2-point line tool, and I'm going to draw this line from there to there, and I'm going to go to place and fill, and I'm just going to do a quick path fill. And clear my path, and I'll change it to a color that you can see. Let's just make it pink, and then I'm going to add a second row. So what this is going to be, now you understand what I meant. Awesome, awesome. I promise this will save you guys hundreds of dollars over the course of fonts. Easily hundreds of dollars. All right, so with this one right here, I do want to have probably a weed box around this. So I can do it a couple different ways. I could just draw a box around it real quick and go like this. And we can make it whatever color I want. Let's make it yellow. And this is going to be basically my line in between the letters. Okay? How many times can I read as K as long as you take care of them? You could use the letter 3 times, and if you drop it and it gets all dirty and it gets hair all over it and so on, it might last 3 times. You could use a letter 100 times. It really depends on how much you take care of it. Okay? This is awesome and very helpful. Awesome, Joe Allen. All right, so next one I want to choose another one of those fonts. So the next font I want it to be a little bit smaller. So I'm going to come over here and let's try, that's 2.8 inches. Let's see what the 2-inch font looks like. That one looks like that. And then let's also look at what the 1.4 inch font looks like. That one's a single color. I honestly want the word football to be a little bit less. So I'm going to use the 1.4 inch font. Okay? And then I'm going to spell out football. So I'm going to ungroup this. And then again, I'm just moving the letters to wherever I want. So I got my F, and each time I move them, I always like to group it together just so it's easier to move. Because when you ungroup everything, the box and each of the circles are actually going to be separated. So I got that. I got my O here. I'm going to drop my O up to here, move it over a little bit. And then I'm going to duplicate my O, because obviously I need 2 O's for football, right? There we go there. Let's come over here and grab my T. Let's move my T up to here. And again, I'm slowly building my alphabet again as I'm cutting this, right? Come down here and grab my B. I'm going to group it together, hit my arrows. That looks good there. Let's grab my A, boom, move it over a little bit, and then I need 2 L's. So I'm just going to grab an L here. And again, you can move these around and stuff in any of your softwares. It doesn't matter because it's just basically a vector design. It's a SVG design, right? And there we go. Okay, now, what I could do, okay, I'm going to get rid of those little grid lines. This could do a couple different things. You could center it perfectly like this. What I like to do, and it does take a little bit more time when you're lining it up as after they're cut, but I'm going to go here and I'm just going to space it out and even out my spacing. So there you see Chiefs football. Now, this right here doesn't look like anything special right now, but watch what I'm able to do with it, okay? When I break it all apart, all right? When I break all of this apart, it's all ungrouped, and I say, okay, let's get rid of all of the blue areas. Let's get rid of this yellow. Let's turn this to a red, strawberry red cyan. Let's turn this to a crystal, and let's turn this to a citrine. Highlight that, come over to my mockups, click on my t-shirt, make this into a black t-shirt, and there's my Chiefs football design. See that? So, just by using the letters, I was able to get this to look like that. And you can do it with, that's what's really cool about it, you can do it with basically any name. Even their name on the back. If I wanted to add Woods to the back, if I wanted to add Finley to the back, if I wanted to add Jones to the back, very easy to just grab the different letters and do that. Got it? Okay, so let's go ahead and make this one real quick. While we're making this one, I'm going to start the cut of another one. So on the second one that we're going to do, I'm going to do, actually, you know what? I'll walk through that again, just as more people get in here. So let's go over to our production cameras here. I'm going to bring you guys over as well, TikTok. All right, good to go there. Let's bring you guys down here. TikTok, let's bring you guys down here. And let me get TikTok up here so I can see some of the questions. It's pretty awesome. It is awesome. I'm telling you guys, my business grew so much doing things like this where you can edit it and not have to buy as much of the material. It's sweet. All right, so I think, did I cut the line already? I don't know if I did or not. Let me see. Oh, I did. Sweet. So I got my line that I just cut right there. So let's go ahead and make this one. So I'm going to grab this line here. We're going to just go ahead and put this down straight. The reason why I like this line right here is that line really gives me kind of a base to work off of, okay? So I have my Chiefs part of the design now. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to grab, I got my C, and I can drop my C right there. See how it just lines up perfect? I can come over here, grab my H, and now I have kind of 2 points to work with here to be able to get everything lined up. There's my H and my I and so on. Yes, you can, and that's why I'm kind of showing you this way. I saw somebody just ask, can you cut out the entire alphabet? 100% you can cut out the entire alphabet. And that's like what I was saying. That's what I used to do. But I noticed there were a lot of letters that I really didn't use a whole lot. Or some of them at all for certain fonts. So if you use this method that I'm trying to teach you now and only cut out the letters as you need them, you are basically, and this is, here I'll show you this. This is pretty cool too. So this piece here, on the bottom, let me bring you over here a little bit. Hold on. Okay. See how it's going like one stone past right there? So because that one is going a little bit past, what I do is I just don't brush in those 2 stones. So you can do, when I say don't brush in stones, you can do it a few different ways. If you wanted to, you can just grab something like this, a piece of painter's tape, and just cover it up. So what I did is I made sure this line was to the full width that it could possibly go for a shirt. But if it's smaller, then I just cut off a couple of them and just cover it with tape, right? Pretty sweet. Now, the football part of it is a little bit more difficult, okay? Only because, and I'll show you, with this part, I like to kind of play around with the spacing. So that's where you got to get a little bit creative with it. And I always go from side to side there. And now it's a matter of, because remember that spacing that I had between them? So now it's a matter of kind of figuring out, okay, what is that magic spacing? And I know that this is too close right here, but I want to do it this way off the start just to show you. So I'm going here, and again, I'm just kind of eyeballing it to make sure. You're basically kind of putting a puzzle together, right? Miguel Rodriguez, Major League member, let's go. Appreciate your support, thank you. And then we're going to go here, boom. And when I said I was going a little bit too close, you'll see what I meant. See that? Spacing isn't great on that, right? So what I'm going to do is I kind of have an idea now of about the spacing that I would want between them. So now that I can kind of see that, I can kind of go and say, okay, we probably want about that much spacing between. So that's a little bit closer. And what's really cool about this and what I love about it is there's times, of course, where you're going to use something a ton. But there's also times where you're only going to use it for one shirt. So why waste all the material for one shirt? Now, of course, there's more time involved when you do it this way, so you have to think about that. Time is always money. I know, that's where 100%, yes, 100%. Using a ruler for something like this part is awesome. Now, I kind of have an idea, just because I've done this a lot, where I can normally pull it off pretty good. But a ruler would definitely help you. So I'm feeling pretty confident with that right there. I think that looks really good. Do you agree? If you don't, well, just agree anyway. All right, so here's the next thing we want to do. What colors do we want to make this? Right? Do we want to make this 2 colors? Do we want to make it 3 colors? We can do pretty much any of them. So I am going to make, and you can do it multiple ways. I'm going to make this one as hard as you can. So I'm going to make it 3 colors, and I'm going to layer each of the 3 colors as I'm going. So what I will need is, let me see if I have some of my parchment paper here. Yes, I do. We all know that parchment paper is our friend. All right. Parchment paper, good. And that should be a good amount right there. All right, let's go ahead and do this. So, painter's tape, parchment paper, I always mix them around. I could have easily just done the chief's part of the design, brushed in the stones, been done. Done this line, brushed in the stones, done football, brushed in the stones. So we definitely could have done that. I saw somebody ask, could you have done it that way? Definitely could have. But I really like having all of the template on one piece of Hotfix tape, if possible. Sometimes it doesn't make sense. I'm going to use our strawberry red. Yes, it is called the TRW Ultimate Sport Font Pack. And I readjusted and made all of them. So just remember, they are not TrueType fonts. Okay, they are not TrueType fonts. They are fonts that are made specifically as a file. Now, a lot of our TrueType fonts are going to have what you'll see as the SF version, which used to be called Sticky Flock, but Magic Flock now. And that is the version that has the boxes around it. The downfall to those is there's still some work involved, as far as getting all the boxes arranged, getting them all sized right, and whatnot. So what I did with these, and these 6 fonts that are in this pack, I did all of that work for you. I got them all, the boxes all right, I got them all arranged, I got them so they'll fit that 12-inch wide Magic Flock, just to make it as easy as possible to do exactly what I'm doing. All right, all of my red stones are in. Let me brush these off to the side over here. So, there is my first color of stones. All of them went in right side up. Why? Because that's what Magic Flock does. It's magic. So, I'm going to grab my Hotfix tape here. Hotfix tape is good. I'm going to hold it like a U and then drop it down to where it would be big enough for this entire design. Go over it real quick there, and then we are just going to lift this up. And I am not going to use the hinge method. I'm going to use the parchment paper method. Okay? So, there's the first part of my rhinestone transfer. I mean, that literally looks perfect right there, doesn't it? I agree. The strawberry stones are awesome. The strawberry stones are awesome. Now, if I am only making one of these, which I am for this, right? I am only making one. What I like to do is I'm going to start putting back the letters that I'm done with now. Okay? So, I'm just pulling up these letters and putting them back onto the back side of the Hotfix tape to make sure that they don't stick to this table too much and that the adhesive isn't exposed to where it could lose its stickiness. And then I now have my CHIEFS ready to go. Okay? So I'm technically done with that part. Now what we're going to do is we're going to lift our painter's tape here, and we are going to do the football part of the design. Now with the football part, I was going to do citrine. So these are diamond cut citrine. I'm using a new phone. When I add templates, give me a box. Boxes separated. Okay. Are you talking about with the wizard? Whoever asked that question? I will show you how to do the template with the overcut and stuff in just a minute, once we get back there. I'm a beginner, actually. I want to be a beginner. How do I start? All of the supplies, we have different little starter kits and stuff on our website. Obviously, we have tons of tutorial videos for any of you that are new, and that's why I do all these live trainings as well, to teach you how to use all the materials and stones and magic flock and cutters. But yeah, I would just check out, once you're on our website, go to kits, and you will see all the different starter kits that we have. And it just depends on if you want to start with decals, if you want to start with t-shirts, whatever it is. There's a kind of a kit for each type of business depending on what you want to start. So check out how easy all of those brushed in right there. Those are all good. So I'm going to brush these out of the way now. And we're good to go. Now, so I don't have to do it 2 times, I'm going to actually pull this off. And now I'm going to put my crystal stones down the middle here. How many of you, are a lot of you having issues getting on the website, or is it only a select few of you? So with this, again, I'm just kind of going around in circles here. Now, some of the stones are obviously going to get into the yellow ones over here, but the goal is that as I brush these, the yellow ones don't come out, because that's the point of the actual circles once the stones are in there. And I mean, as you're newer and you're doing different stuff, you may have an occasional stone that'll kind of pop out as you're brushing that other color in, but it's pretty rare. I mean, it could happen if you're doing a few hundred stones. You might have one that will do something, or you might have to grab a pair of tweezers for one that just kind of went crazy. But as you can see, as I'm going through this, now I normally grab my other brush, which is the handle brush, which is a little bit smaller to do this part, but I'm not sure where it is right now, so I'm just using the bigger brush. But it worked perfect anyway. That's all that matters. And there's all of my crystal stones. So I have my crystal stones along the top, and then my citrine stones along the bottom. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to actually cover this up with the parchment paper, but see how I can still see through it? I'm going to come over here and grab the transfer, and now I can move this around to get it lined up perfectly. So I'm looking at that. That looks pretty good there. Pretty even there. Looks good there. And I'm actually pretty good. I'm feeling pretty confident with that. So I'm going to drop down this right side. See this here? Then I'm going to lift this up. And then I'm going to drop this down. And I just layered a 3-color design. Martine Francis, appreciate you. Thank you for the support, new Little League member. Now I just go over it real quick to make sure that it's touching all of, I got one rogue crystal stone in there, which isn't a problem. I'll get it right here in just a second. So let's pull this up. Let's grab that rogue stone. And there is our 3-color transfer. Pretty sweet, isn't it? All right, let's press this to a shirt. Show you what the finished product looks like. Yes, if you guys are on TikTok, tap that screen. Let's get those likes up, TikTok. Let's go. All right, got our heat press here. We are good to go there. And I'm going to just press this to one of our Bella Canvas black women's extra large shirts. Let's get my shirt lined up here. That looks good there. Of course, I'm going to do a quick little pre-press. And 2 to 3 second pre-press is plenty. And then let's go ahead and grab my brand new transfer. Drop this. Paying attention again, like always, to the armpits. I want kind of the top part of the design kind of going through the armpits because I know that's the middle of the chest area. And I think this, man, this is going to look really good, guys. This is going to look really good. I'm really liking these. This color combination looks sweet, too. Let's go. All right, I'm set at 325. I'm going to go for 15 seconds. Oh, yeah, I see what you were talking about right there. Let me grab it. Let me grab it. Got it. There was a rogue stone on the bee right there. Got it while it was hot. Whew. I saw, right as I pressed, whoever that was that said that, right as I pressed, I saw it. Or right as I opened it, I saw it. There was a crystal stone stuck in there. Sweet. All right. Let's pull that out there. Hotfix tape. I can reuse this. So I'm going to put this back over here. Good to go. And let me show you what this shirt looks like. Oh, man. This looks really good. Really, really, really good. Check this thing out. April All-Star member, appreciate your support. Look at that. Man. So the cool thing is, I mean, think about it. You could literally do, with those 6 fonts, you can do pretty much any team name you want. This is the biggest of the fonts, 2.8 inches tall. This one is 1.4 inches tall. So it still has that same kind of collegiate look to it. I'm not a Chiefs fan either, Herm. Don't worry. Don't worry. I am not. But still has that kind of same collegiate look to it. Yet it's going to obviously be 2 rows versus 1 row and so on. Pretty sweet, huh? All right. So we're done with that one. And that's where I can easily, again, put a custom name on the back as well. So I'm going to save all of these. I'm going to keep this line down here because I'm actually going to be using the line on the next shirt we're going to make. So we're going to make 2 different shirts tonight. And on the second shirt we're going to make, I want, oh, let me grab my templates here. I'm going to have you guys pick a team name. Have you guys pick a team name. So if you want to start throwing out some mascot names, I will randomly pick one, and then we will find what, basically what font's going to work with that one, or the team name. So everybody start, and it doesn't have to be, it can be like for your high school or whatever you want. So just throw a bunch of different mascots out. I would prefer one camera froze. Uh-oh, what camera froze? That one did? Okay. I wonder if I clicked it and it unplugged. Oh man, we got a ton of mascots coming through. All right, let me fix this camera real quick because that's going to be a pretty important camera for what we're about to do. Let me head over here and fix it real quick. That camera is, let's see. This one. Boom. Bingo. Let's go. All right. Camera fixed. Back to the screen camera. All right, I need to find, where are we at? We're at 440. Let's hurry up and get to 500. Everybody log on another device real quick. Let's hurry up and get to 500 people here. So we can, let's get to 500 real quick so we can make sure to give away our Cameo for tonight. And I'm going to show you a pretty cool trick when it comes to doing something like this. When you do have some letters that could be an issue. So I'm actually going to look for a mascot that I know might have an issue. Because there's a pretty cool trick that you can do to fix it. So I am running through all the mascots here, and let me find one here. And we could use a different font. Yeah, I can show you kind of a different font. Oh, yes, and I promised you I would show you. This is the font that I used for that one, where you have all 6 of them. If you're on the main page, that font right there, the TRW200, you get 6 fonts in it. But again, remember, they are not TrueType fonts. They are built around having these squares. Okay? That's the whole point of them, to make that part easier for you. All right, let's see here. Let me go find, let me find a good mascot name here. I'm going to go with, I got it narrowed down to 2. I'm just looking at the mascot, not the whoever it is. I'm going to go with... Oh, this will be a good one to do. All right, I got Panthers. Who had the Panthers one? I just saw it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Panthers, Panthers, Panthers. Liz Berry. Liz, what's up? All right, Liz. Liz, we're doing the Panthers. Panthers it is. So, Liz, I need you to tell me what color we're going to use with the Panthers design. And also, Liz, let me know what sport. Panthers what? Panthers volleyball, Panthers softball, Panthers soccer, Panthers baseball mom. Let me know, Liz. So you guys look for Liz's colors in sport. And if you see it, please type it in there so I know. I'm going to find the font real quick, which I think Panthers Lacrosse. Let's go. All right. We're mixing it up a little. I like it. All right. So I'm going to go Panthers. Panthers. A font that I love, okay, and Panthers will actually work good for this. Okay, this is going to be, that's a great one. So this font right here, the Trw45 2 color. But I'm only going to use one color, okay? I'm only going to use one color on it. So, and then we'll do it on a black shirt with blue and crystal stones, because I see she said blue. So, I'm only going to do the actual font in a one color, though, because it's still going to look good. So, let's head over here, and I want to show you this font, because I want to show you how you can kind of fix something that makes it pretty cool. So, I'm going to come over here, I'm going to do my Trw45. And there's Panthers. Now, does anybody see any issue with this text right here? Anything that would kind of stand out and annoy you a little bit? Let me move you around so you can see TikTok. What do you think? Anything that stands out to you a little bit? I mean, I see it right away that I'm not a huge fan of. The H and the E, they're not bad. They're not bad, and you could easily fix that. My biggest thing is the P. Yes. The P, the spacing on the P. And there's a little bit on the S as well, correct? A little bit on the S because of the R. Everybody see that? So, what you can do is you could actually, if you want to, cut them a little bit, okay? You can cut it with a vinyl cutter ahead of time, or you can cut it with a pair of scissors after the fact. And we'll do the scissors trick on this one. Okay? So, we got Panthers. Let's see what size Panther this is. I haven't even checked it out yet. 10.9. That's a beautiful size. Heck yes. Let's go. So, we got Panthers at 10.9 inches. Perfect sizing. I love it. And let's make sure 0.135 inches. Good to go. Now, what font am I going to want to use? I'm going to use, you know what? I have this one cut out already. I have this cut out already. I could probably easily do Lacrosse. Heck yes. I'm going to do Lacrosse in this. Lacrosse in that. That should be sweet. Okay. So, technically, all that I really need to cut out is the Panthers part of it. Now, I saw somebody say this just a little while ago, and that's why I want to go over this. So, when you look at this in wireframe, you see all the boxes, right? And all the boxes look fine, which is what we want. But, if you try to go to templates and do a vinyl overcut, it's going to bring the boxes to a different one and put the Panthers all in one template, which is what we don't want. So here's how I do this. And it's a lot easier, obviously. If you don't have the wizard, you aren't doing an overcut anyway, right? Because you don't have that ability. But if you do have the wizard, highlight it all. Instead of hitting vinyl overcut in the wizard right over here, you can just come down here, bonus cut options, and click vinyl overcut. And then it just turns everything in that to a vinyl overcut. How many of you didn't know that trick? You might have just learned something new tonight, didn't you? We love learning new stuff, don't we? I did see someone say, what if you didn't want to cut with scissors? I can show you. So if you didn't want to cut with scissors, what I would do is I would come over here and I would say, add a node, grab this node, and drag it in like this. And then I would add a node here, and then drag that node in like this. And now that A, same thing with the P, I would add a node here, and I would drag that node in like this. And see what that's giving me the ability to do? I might even move this one down a little bit more, just so I have more room to work with. And now that allows me to take this P and get it all the way into there. And now that P and the A looks a whole lot better, right? So, and same thing, yeah, 100% you could. So, same thing on the R. There was a little bit too much on the overlap there. So, again, I personally, honestly, I like doing it with scissors better. And the only reason why is then you can kind of cut it where you need it, when you need it. But if you don't want to deal with the scissor side of it, you can always do it here. So, same thing with this R right here. Like, I could have the R do it all the way at the top, or I could drag this in here a little bit, and then I could even click that there and have this come in like that. So, again, just by moving that little bit or that little part, these little pieces right here, like this, right? Remember that S had too much spacing? Well, now, when I'm aligning them, now it doesn't have too much spacing. And if you want, I normally try to get it to where it does stay a little bit in line on some parts because it helps you line it up easier after the fact. Does that make sense? With the Cricut design space, you aren't going to be able to edit nodes as much. That's a great question, Sheila. That's where you're going to just trim with scissors. All right, so let's go launch, cut plot CM4. We're at 462. We're stuck right around 470 right now. All right, let's everybody real quickly sign on to another device. And everybody on TikTok, make sure to head over to YouTube. We only need 38 more for the Cameo 4 giveaway. Let's get it real quick. TikTok, let's go. We only need 38 more on YouTube. Head over to YouTube real quick. All right, so let's go to my production view here. We're at 470 now. We only need 30 more. And I'm going to go back to my main setting. Set my origin. And then let's go ahead and cut this. I don't want to save. Oh, I had another version of Cutting Master open. Let me close that off real quick. There we go. And launch, cut plot CM4. In Cricut, you could slice it, but it would be a headache and time consuming. Exactly, Elaine. And that's where, honestly, the scissors is probably even easier than doing what I just did in the Wizard. It really is. What's up, Peggy? How are you? Where are we at numbers-wise? We're at 475. Let's go. 25 more. 25 more. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it without having to go to Facebook tonight. We know we got Facebook as our backup. TikTok, tap that screen up. Let's go. As this is going, I'm going to actually clean up these stones real quick. Got my citrine stones because I won't be using those again. And then for Liz, can we do a light sapphire? If we could do a light sapphire, if I have some here, light sapphire and crystal would look sick. I love the light sapphire. All right, I'm going to keep my crystal up there. Where are we at? We're at 480. Let's get it. Liz, I see Liz saying yes. Okay, you guys want to go into the drunk box real quick? Let's do it. This is everybody's dream box. The dream box of diamond cut rhinestones. Oh, those sun orange. The sun orange are awesome. Lights, oh, there, look at how easy that was to find. Light sapphire looks awesome on black shirts. And you know what else I'll do, Liz? Maybe we'll do light sapphire, and for the middle line going across, maybe we'll do like the crystal AB instead of just basic crystal. Or pixie dust. I have some pixie dust right here as well. Yeah, maybe we'll do pixie dust. Let's go. And so I probably won't be using the crystal. All right, we get 500. Let's go, baby. Yes, sir. 504 Cameo 4 giveaway. We are good to go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. All right. I'm going to hit 1, bring this out, and we are going to, let's pull this down. There's my P. I'm just going to flip it over there as I'm pulling them off. Let's go. There's my A. N. T. H. E, R, and S. Boom. Beautiful. All right, let's line these up. So it's always normally, I saw somebody ask, do you have to cut all the letters like the different ways that I did? No, you don't. It's always normally letters like the A or the P, different ones like that have angles at them or have big open areas, like a T going to an A always looks weird. So you may want to trim off a little bit of a T. And once you, like I said, once you do that one time, you're not going to have to do it again because you'll always have that same letter. All right, let me clean up the crystal here real quick. Because we are, hey Liz, I'm looking on TikTok because it'll probably be easier to see your comment. And I think you're on TikTok as well, right, Liz? Liz, Is blue and crystal their main colors? Okay to put on a black shirt? All right, so I got lining up with the end of our line right there. I got P. Coming back here with my A that, remember, we moved around, so it moved in a little bit, which is sweet. Yes, that's fine. Okay. Now I'm coming back with my N. Having this line really helps because it gives you kind of 2 points to basically build your word with. T, then I got my H, and my H looks good there. E, E looks good there. I got my R, boom, and my S. I see that question. So the question I just saw that I'm going to answer is this more time consuming? Here's the reason why I would say no, it's not. Okay? When you see me lining up these letters, a lot of you are probably like, man, that's a lot of work, right? Here's the way that I want you to think of it, okay? Is this able to cut on any cutting machine? Yes, Lakeisha. Here's the way I want you to think of it. Yes, it just took me 3 minutes, okay, to line up that Panthers. But if I already have this alphabet cut out, it took me 3 minutes. Imagine, think of the other scenario. Right? The other scenario is you getting on your software, finding the font, typing it all out, getting it all sized right, loading the Magic Flock into your cutter, cutting the template on your Cricut or whatever cutter you have. It could take 30 seconds or 15 minutes to cut it. Then you have to weed it. Then you have Panthers. So, believe me, it is going to be a lot quicker. Even though it seems like it took a little while, it is going to be a lot quicker when you have this and you have the letters like this, because you aren't having to cut out every single one each time. Okay, so let's see. L-A, la, I got to spell it out loud. La, C-R, lacrosse, O, S, S, E. Boom. All right. So my E is going to be right there. And now I got to figure out my spacing. Again, I really like to have the spacing between instead of just randomly throwing the word really close together and it not looking symmetrical at all. So, looking at that, that looks good right about there. Let's go this here. And I don't know if this spacing is going to be right. I always have, it normally takes me about 2 times. Just kind of guesstimating it. Yep, I'm going to need to add a little bit more spacing, right? So, let's get to about this. And then I'll just start working it back the other way. That looks good there. That looks good there. And now I see that spacing. It's about, and I'll do this as well. It's about a finger apart. It's about a finger apart. And then let's just kind of go down as we do that. So I'm looking at there about a finger apart. And you can see now it's starting to kind of form right. That looks good right about there. Looks good about there. And then split the difference on here. Boom. Now that I have this, okay, now that I have this, remember how I did the painter's tape on both of these? Can anybody think of an easier way to do the two-color design? Who can think of an easier way to do it? I can think of one really quickly. What do you think? Watch this. Instead of worrying about all of the layering, this is the only one that's going to be the different color. Boom. Get rid of that for right now. Brush in these, and then bring that back and do it separate. Boom. All right, so we are going to do light sapphire. You see why I did that? Because then I can just, I don't have to worry about any painter's tape. I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. And then I can just come back and knock that out real quick. So, good there. Now you will have at different times, and I'll show you kind of as I'm doing this, when you have these little areas inside like the R and the S, I'm hoping one of them gets stuck in here. Good. Like this part got stuck, and there's a stone that's stuck in between that R and the S, in that little crevice that we made. Which again, it's not the end of the world, but you might have to grab a pair of tweezers just to get that out. And you guys know me, I'm normally completely against tweezers, but again, the amount of time this saved us, as far as being able to do a custom name like this with Panthers on the spot, and now I have all of these letters cut for the next time. So if the next name that comes through is the Phillies, I have the F, I have the H, I have one of the S's, and I'm going to have some of those letters already ready to go. And then I'm just building the font as I go, so I'm not wasting any of the Magic Flock template material. All right, get in there. So all of the Panthers part of the design is done. Now I'm just hitting all of our little letters here. Good with the R, good with that. Let's get the O on the cross here. So the way that I used to use this method a lot is when I used to go to events. And I would be at an event and someone would say, I want a custom name on the back of my shirt, or I want, but here, let me show you real quick where the one stone got stuck. Right there. See how that stone got stuck in there? So I just will kick that out real quick. Just because as I was brushing, if I had to brush it hard enough, it probably would have popped out some of my other stones. So you can just grab a pair of tweezers or pop it out with your fingernail there as well. So let's get my sapphire. Boom. Stone's good there. And I am going to use the same piece. I love doing this, you guys know. Same piece of Hotfix tape that we just used on the last design. So, drop that down, go over this. You can use a piece of Hotfix tape up to probably, I would say 6 to 10 times to be safe. Now, a lot of you are saying, okay, now you're going to use the parchment paper and layer this, right? No, I'm still not. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go like this. Cut that out right there. I'm going to grab this line here. You guys weren't expecting this one, were you? I'm going to grab this line here. Put it down. And I'm going to brush in my pixie dust stones right down here. I surprised you again, didn't I? You were not expecting me to do that, were you? Don't lie. You weren't. You were like, oh, he's going to pull up all the letters now. Then he's going to brush in the pixie. He's going to do the parchment paper with the line in the middle. But nope, I'm going to show you how you can just do it with the second press. And then you don't have to worry about any of the parchment paper, any of the layering, or any of the worry as far as messing up any layering. Now, the layering's pretty difficult to mess up with the parchment paper trick, but as you're learning it, believe me, it is still possible to mess up stuff. I'm sure some of you guys have learned that, right? The stones I'm using now are called pixie dust. They are, those of you who have used the pixie dust, what would you call them? They're not a crystal AB. They're definitely different than a crystal AB. I thought they would be a perfect stone for Liz's shirt here, mainly because they have a little bit of a tint of a blue as you hit different angles, which I think will look pretty cool because her team colors have blue in it. All right, so I am going to just grab this now. I got a bling hair on there, which Bling is one of our dogs. Let me get Bling's hair out of there. It's right in the middle of where the stones are. There we go. Got it. All right, let's go ahead and press this. Flipping around to the heat press here. Let's get this baby done. Using our black Bella shirt again. The pixie dust, yeah, it is. It does kind of have a little bit of a color changing property to it, but not like the crystal AB. It's more, I guess, subtle, but the stones are super sparkly, and at different angles they give off kind of a blue kind of look to it, and a little bit of a gold and a couple other colors. They're really cool. All right, shirt is straight. I almost tripped over that cord. I'm going to grab my first template or transfer. Obviously, I do this part of the transfer first. So we got Panthers. That I feel like looks really good right there. Looking at the armpits again. That's going to go right along the middle of the chest. This is a nice size design at about 10.5 inches, right? About 10.5 inches there. And I feel like that is pretty good. You guys know me. I am good with pretty good. Let's go. Now I'm going to do this for about 10 seconds instead of our normal 15, because all I want to do is I want to go long enough to where it activates my Hotfix glue just so the stones will stay on for right now. So I'm pulling that off. All the stones stayed on great. Perfect. Now I'm going to come back and grab my pixie dust stones. Split the difference here. There. And there. Let's grab my cover sheet and let's press. And we're good. You can never walk away, right? You can never walk away. You never know what we're going to do. Exactly. It's always exciting here, isn't it? All right, good to go with that. Let's pull that up there, and let's bring this shirt over here and show you what we got. Oh, yeah. Oh, that looks so good. So good. And that middle line makes a huge, huge difference. Having just this line right here, right, that kind of separates the two really does make it, look at those stones. Look at those. I don't know if you guys can see it that good. Can you guys see how awesome these light sapphire stones are? Like just by moving it like this, even on this crappy camera, that looks so damn good. But it just, yeah, exactly. It just gives that contrast of a different color to make sure that you see Panthers and lacrosse, right? Without that line, it would still look pretty good. That line just gives it a little bit of a design factor. It does. It definitely, it gives it structure, right? Man, that looks really sweet. Show you up close here. On TikTok. It always looks so good on TikTok too. Pretty sweet, huh? And again, once we're done with it, I grab my alphabet, okay, and I say, okay, I look at my alphabet here. I see, okay, my A. Let's put my A back where it goes. B, C. Let's put my C back where it goes. Just put everything back where it belongs, right? O. As long as when you keep it in alphabetical order, I promise it makes it a lot easier to find them as you're working on them at different times. So let's go with my R. I got my S here, and then the other S was a bonus S that I had cut out. So that one doesn't necessarily have a specific spot. This was a bonus E, but I can put it right next to the E there. And then this was a extra L. Boom. And then the Panthers part of the design, we will throw, because these are the first letters of that font, I would actually make this a little bit bigger. And even though, like for something like this, I'm not going to try and guess the way the alphabet would go out. So what I do with these is I actually spell out the word. That way, if it's just random words, it's on, what's that one game that you play where they just give you a scramble of letters and you have to think of the different words that you can spell with it? Well, I don't want to have to think about that I used this 6 months ago to spell out Panthers. So I'll spell out the Panthers and then I'll just know what letters I need to cut for the other ones. Scrabble, yes, yes. Scrabble. Why did I not know that right away? I was not very good at Scrabble. I was not an English teacher. I was good at PE class, though. Boggle. Yes, Boggle's the other one. Yes. All right. Beautiful. Good to go there. Good to go there. All right. So let me show you both the shirts we made here tonight. We got the Chiefs football shirt. We got the Panthers lacrosse shirt. Both are not, like again, this was not a Chiefs design. This was just two of the fonts from that pack, and I was able to make a Chiefs football one. If I wanted to make the Panthers one, I would have probably used a little bit smaller font, maybe the 2-inch font, because Panthers has more letters in it. Does that make sense how you guys figure out and do it? And what's nice about it, because in that font pack you get 6 different fonts, all of the fonts range anywhere from just over an inch to almost 3 inches. So you can kind of find one of the 6 fonts that works for whatever word you want to spell, whether it's Rams or Buccaneers, right? So it's pretty sweet, and I love doing it this way with the templates like this. The biggest thing is just making sure you take care of these templates, because again, the whole point of it is that you reuse them over and over and over again. All right? All right, let's flip you guys back here and get you back to my screen camera here. There we go. Yes, I'm going to go over where all of them are and everything on the site. All right, so here's the thing. Any of you that are new, website is therhinestoneworld.com, okay? This is what you'll see when you come to the main website. This is our main page. Now again, some of you may have issues getting on the site. It is intermittent right now. We have been having some site issues today. So if you do have an issue getting on the site, no worries. The coupon code will go through tomorrow. All right? So the fonts that I used, that I just kind of rearranged and readjusted today, is this one right here. Okay, so remember again, you are not, and I'm putting the link to it right here. I think Pilar threw it up a few times as well. This is the font where you're actually getting 6 different fonts. Okay, you're actually getting 6 different fonts. So you're getting a 1.1 inch tall font. Just to let you know, the 1.11 comes with numbers as well. Where that's super cool, and where these fonts are super cool, especially, can someone tell me, I want you guys to think real quick with me. For the 1.1 inch font, what else could we use something like that for other than t-shirts? Let me know. What else could we use it for? Yes, you'll get the 10% off coupon code will work on this as well. So you'll actually get $2.50 off of this with the 10% coupon code. Yes, hats. Hats, 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 all day long. All day long. And face masks. Yes, exactly, Ronnie. Face masks, keychains, decals. With these smaller fonts, like, think about where it's awesome is like a visor. A visor, you could put across the visor, Mom of number 20. And now you have a customized visor. And it fits perfect right along the visor. So these 6 fonts you can use for so many different projects. Don't think about it just being shirts like I showed you right here. All right, so that is the main font. That's kind of the biggest kind of new thing. And you will notice, and I showed everybody earlier, the way that I arrange the font is so when the font pulls in for you, okay, and I'll give you an example. Let me go to the downloads here real quick. So you'll see your fonts like this, all 6 of them. So when you pull in the 1.4 inch font, it's going to be all lined up. It's going to be about 10.5 inches, and it's going to basically be ready for you to send to your cutter. Okay? When you have the bigger font, it's going to be the same way. You pull in the 2.5 inch tall font, 10.6 inches, ready for your magic flock. The whole point of this, and this probably took me a good 3.5, 4 hours today to redo all of these and get them all aligned for you guys, just to make them easier for you guys when you're cutting these out. And again, you don't have to cut the entire font. I don't recommend cutting the entire font. If you're doing the rams, you know what? You pull out, ungroup it, and then you just pull out the R, boom, you pull out the A, boom, you pull out the M and the S, and you only cut those out. And you guys, 100%, didn't they, Dude Crafts? You guys absolutely killed it with the ideas there. So hopefully the whole point of me creating these 6 fonts like this was to save you guys a boatload of time and headache. Because believe me, it can be a boatload of time and headache. All right, the other thing, the second font that I used was an actual Trw45 font, and that's the Trw45 font right here. This is the one that we just used, but we only used one of the colors. You can make it into a 2-color design, but that's the one we used for the Panthers lacrosse shirt. So that's that one. And then another really, really popular one is this Trw95 one. Now, this one is going to be, again, not a Trw45 font. But it's only one font. It's not 6 like the other one. So the 6 one is a crazy deal right now. All right, a few other things I want to go over here real quick. Oh, book bags. Heck yeah, belts. Yeah, yes, belts. Real quick, how many of you guys here are brand new to my lives? How many first-timers here? Thank you, Annette. How many first-timers we got here? Yes, 10. Thank you for typing that, Mike. The coupon code for 10% off is LIVEMF10, and the MF stands for Magic Flock. All of you adults out there that might use MF for something else, we are PG rated tonight. LIVEMF, Magic Flock, LIVEMF10. Oh, look at all of our first timers. Let's go. Sherry, Sublimation Rocks, let's go. New One Man, let's go. Sarah, first timer. Aurora, first timer. Wendy, first timer. Wow, we got a lot of first timers. Let's go. Jill, first timer. Ange G, first timer. Dude Crafts, not first time, but it has been a while. Awesome, awesome, awesome. AF stands for any flock. No, AF stands for and fun. All right, so real quick, for all of you first timers, this is a big thing. You guys are going to absolutely love me right now. If you are a first timer here, you probably don't know about these, okay? When you're on the main part of our website, come down to this little box right here. Today's free. Who doesn't like the word free? Today's free SVG design download. Click on that, and you will see the different free designs. Just here for the tailgate, boom, free SVG design. Let's do this, boys. Free SVG design, done. Completely free, you don't have to buy anything. Every single day, there is a new free SVG design on our website. And I don't even know, there's Julie. We've done this for 676 days in a row. Can you believe that? If it's free, it's for me. Let's go. I guarantee you, nobody in here, I'm guaranteeing this. There is not another company that for 676 days in a row, they listed a new free design for you to come get. 676 days in a row. Yes, there are some people that are still having issues, Dawn, getting onto the website. So any of you that are having issues getting on the website, it's just server issues that have been intermittent throughout the day. We're hoping everything and everybody can get back on here soon, but just keep trying it. And some people are allowed, and some people can get on, like I can right now, and some people can't. So But don't worry, the coupon code will go through tomorrow. So I promise you, and if we're having a bunch of issues still on the website tomorrow, I'll extend the coupon code another day. I promise you will not miss the 10% coupon code. Okay? All right, let me show you. Those of you who are asking about starter kits, you go to Kits, Starter Kits, and then Rhinestone Kits. And you will see different starter kits that include a silhouette cameo and starter kits that do not. Did anybody notice what we got back in stock recently? Check this out. Equipment, right? If I go to vinyl cutters, and then I come down here and I click right here, we got the Silhouette Cameo Pros back. Well, I say back in stock, but we never had them in stock. We did a pre-sale on them, and we sold way more than they could supply us. But we do have the Pro in stock now. Oh, website's working for me now? Awesome, awesome. I'm not going to lie to you. We do not have a lot of stock of the Pro. Once they sell out, I have no clue when they're going to be back in stock. Yes, for the starter kits, you can actually, any of the starter kits, let's just say you wanted a Rhinestone Starter Kit. So let's just say you wanted, let me see. Let's go to this one here. This is a good, there's a Rhinestone Starter Kit right here, okay? If I clicked on this Rhinestone Starter Kit right here, and I wanted to get, instead of the regular silhouette, I wanted to get the Pro, it just adds the $200 difference. What are you using? The Pro is actually a 24-inch cutter instead of a 12-inch. So it's twice as wide. That's the only difference. It's basically the same thing, but it's twice as big. Cynthia Parker, Major Leaguer, appreciate your support. All right, so I went over all the kits. Let me show you the supplies that we use tonight. When you go to Rhinestones, Magic Flock. There's the Magic Flock template material. 10% off with the coupon code, you'll save $6.50. For the rhinestones, you're going to use Hotfix rhinestones. And depending, you can either use the Korean SS10, which are a little less expensive. What I use tonight is the Diamond Cut. And the 10% coupon code will work on the rhinestones as well. Okay? And then the Hotfix Tape is the other thing you'll need. So if you go to Hotfix Supplies right here, you'll see our 12-inch and our 9.5-inch Hotfix tape. Can you use any cutter? Yes, you can, Diamond Boutique. And we have videos of using a Cricut, using a Cameo, using a Graphtec, using a Roland, using a GCC. So, yes, you can. Oh, we got a Hall of Famer. What's up, Iris? Ready for that Hall of Fame training this week? Let's go. And All-Star training will be either Thursday or Friday this week. We got a bunch of trainings this week. It's going to be awesome. All right. Everybody, real quickly, click that like button. We need 24 more likes for 5 mini pack giveaways. Let's go. Everybody click that like button so we can get up to 5 mini pack giveaways. Big Todd in the house. What's up, dude? Hopefully Long Beach was fun. Looked like a fun time. Lisa, the website, I'm hoping it should be good by tomorrow. So don't worry, you'll be able to, I promise, you'll be able to use the coupon code. And if for some reason that the site is still down at all tomorrow, we'll extend the coupon code if needed. Yes, you can use a scan and cut as well. We're at 493 likes. Let's get it. We're good there. We're good there. Oh, last thing real quick. This is the one thing I ask of you guys. If you could please I got to do it in incognito mode. Click that subscribe button on YouTube. It's completely free. Click that subscribe button right there, and that will, and if you click the little bell for notifications, every time I go live, it'll send you a notification saying you're about to learn something. It doesn't say that, but you will. I promise you'll learn something in the live trainings. The join button is for the bonus, for all the All-Star and Hall of Fame and Major League memberships. So what those do is they give you free designs like this right here. Free trainings like this. It's extra coupon codes. A lot of you guys didn't know this. Just saying, okay? Benefit of, now that it's over with, I can talk about it, right, Hall of Famers? Last week, all of the Hall of Fame members for YouTube got a 12% coupon code when nobody else got a coupon code. That's a benefit of being a Hall of Fame member. They just got a surprise 12% off all vinyl, rhinestones, designs, magic flock. Most of them probably got some stuff and saved more than the membership cost for the month. And they still get all their free designs and trainings, right? That's the Hall of Fame crew. All right, let's go. It's time to pick winners. I'm moving my comments over here. And first thing I need to do is I need to pick 5 mini pack winners of choice. 5 mini pack winners of choice. And I am going to scroll through. I'm going to highlight one name. The top name that I highlight is our first winner. The 4 names underneath it are the next 4 winners. So 5 mini pack winners of choice. And we are going right here. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? Liz, you need to go play the lottery tonight. Not only did you win a shirt, you also won a mini pack. Susan Ballerstein, mini pack winner of choice. Melissa B, mini pack winner of choice. Eddie Greer in the house. What's up, big dog? Eddie Greer, mini pack winner of choice. Liz Berry, mini pack winner of choice. And Claudette Carr, mini pack winner of choice. Those are our 5 mini pack winners. I need to get my phone here and take a picture real quick so I can let the call center know who won. And now it's time. So, we hit our 500. I'm giving away a brand new Silhouette Cameo 4. Here's the deal with the Cameo 4. If you're within the 48 states, okay, if you're within the 40, can someone type the coupon code on TikTok for me, please, the 10% off? I see a few people asking for it. If you're within the 48 states, here's the deal. Your Cameo, your free Cameo will ship with your next order that requires shipping on the website, okay? Next order that requires shipping on the website, just put in the custom notes. I was the Cameo 4 winner on January 20, what is today, the 4th. They'll verify it with me, and you're good. Now, if you are in Canada, if you're in Hawaii, if you're in Alaska, if you're in Australia, if you're anywhere in the world, here's the cool thing that we do. You are still eligible to win the Cameo. The only difference is you have to pay the shipping for it. Because the shipping can be pretty expensive. But you're still getting a free $300 vinyl cutter. Okay? So, if you are outside of the 48 states, the only difference is you still can win the Cameo, you just have to pay the shipping cost, which I think is pretty fair. And we've shipped them to Canada, we've shipped freebies to Australia, we've shipped them to Europe, so we've shipped them worldwide. But I like to include everybody. I want everybody to have a chance to win. And the coolest part about my giveaways, it doesn't matter how long you've been with me. It doesn't matter how long you've been with the Rhinestone world, how many orders you've placed, none of that stuff. Anybody can win. All right, here we go. We are picking, and I don't even know, man, what are we at? We have to be at like the, oh, Mike, 280, I want to say 283. Where's Mike at? Mike's normally on TikTok. Where are you at, Mike? There it is. 284. We've given away now 284 silhouette cameos, valued at almost $85,000. And just so you guys know, Silhouette has never given one to me for free to give away. I purchase every single one of them that I give away. Most people think, oh, Silhouette just gives it to you and you give it away, no big deal. I purchase every single one and give them away to you guys for free. All right, here we go. The winner for the 284th Silhouette Cameo 4 is this person, right? Just letting it scroll, and I'm going to randomly highlight. If I highlight multiple names, it's the top name that I highlight that's the winner, okay? So the winner of the 284th Silhouette Cameo 4 is this person right here. Boom. I have Gretchen Chamberlain. Gretchen Chamberlain, you are the winner for the 284th. Just took a picture of your name. Silhouette Cameo 4. But here's the deal. Here's the deal, Gretchen. I need you to verify that you are here and know that you won. So, Gretchen, let me know that you are here to verify that you are the winner. You have 3 minutes. Go. Where are you at, Gretchen? And just so everybody that's new knows, the reason why I do this, I want to make sure it's not a bot or somebody or just a nobody that is just on here spamming. Because the whole goal is to give away all of these cameos. And we give them all away, I promise. Anybody see Gretchen yet? I see congratulations, Gretchen. I see Herm saying Gretchen's here. Was Gretchen a member? I couldn't tell. I didn't see. Where are you at, Gretchen? Yes, Gretchen, just drop a bunch of... Oh, there you go. There you go. Hearts. 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 Boom. Gretchen, I see you. Just threw out a bunch of hearts. Let's go. Gretchen, congratulations. You're the winner. $300 Silhouette Cameo 4. Is Gretchen a member? I see everybody asking. Gretchen is not a member. So that, honestly, I want to say the last 2 or 3 we've given away are non-members. So again, members get a ton of different benefits. But everybody is the same when it comes to chance to win different prizes like the Cameo and all the giveaways. So Gretchen, congratulations. You got yourself a brand new Silhouette Cameo 4. Let's go. All right. Pretty good. Only an hour and 45 minutes. We did a lot in that hour and 45 minutes. So everybody here, everybody, Jen, appreciate you. Yes, TikTok. I got a mini pack giveaway on TikTok as well. Everybody here that's new, everybody learned something tonight, or new or old, because we did a lot of new stuff tonight that I haven't really done on a live in a couple of years probably. So hopefully everybody here, everybody have a good time tonight. Hopefully you had a good time. Hopefully you learned something. Obviously, we had 550 on YouTube, 150 on TikTok. Technically, not everybody's a winner, but you know what? I'm not a big fan of everybody's a winner because everybody's not a winner, right? Sometimes you gotta work to be a winner. Now, obviously, this is luck here, but Not everybody deserves a trophy all the time. That's life. But technically, all of you guys were winners because all of you got a coupon code. So, I guess technically we're all winners, right? Yes, yes, yes. We're all winners. But you're not all getting a trophy. I can't stand 14th place trophies or 6th place trophies or any of 1 through 3 is a trophy. What do you get for 4th place? Motivation to work harder to be 1, 2, or 3. That's what you get. Oh, that's true, Cindy. Technically, everybody's a winner because everybody got a free design as well. That is true. I did make everybody a winner. Gretchen's the big winner, though. I do this every Monday. Yes, I do. Every Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Becky, Major League member, appreciate your support, Becky. Every Monday at 8 p.m. So that's why I was saying, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click that little bell notification. And it will, as long as you click that bell notification, it'll give you a notification each time I go live so you don't miss. On Wednesday, I do lives in the afternoon on Instagram, and on Thursdays, I do live on TikTok at 12 noon Eastern. Okay? And yes, the website is having issues right now. Gretchen, don't add it to your order. Just put it in the custom notes that you were the Cameo winner, and they'll verify it with me, and then you're good. Plus, exactly, Kara. Plus, you get to spend time with my spark. I don't know if I've ever been told I have a sparkling personality, but I'll take that. I will definitely take that. I feel very sparkly right now. Pilar, damn it, quit doing that. Mini pack winners. The way that you claim your mini pack is you just email us at info@rhinestoneworld.com. Email us at info@rhinestoneworld.com. Let them know you are a mini pack. Let them know what mini pack you want. They'll verify it with my image that I took, and then they'll drop it into your account. How many years have I been doing this? Now I have been, I started in 2000, right around 2008, so around 13 years now. Damn, that's a long time. So around 13 years. I started when I was, well, I'm 23 years old. So I started when I was around 10 years old. Let's just go with that. Thank you, Nicole. When all else fails, $5, please. What do you mean you don't believe that? Yes, I started when I was 10, and yes, I'm 20. I just getting ready to turn 24 in a couple months. As everybody's laughing at me. All right. Hey, appreciate all of you guys. You guys are all freaking awesome. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Richard, really? Do we really need all the laughing emojis? Anybody else smell that? I know. I'm getting TikTok. Website's back up. And that's why keep trying the website, because it'll be down for some of you, and then it'll be back up for some of you, and then down and back up. So keep trying it, and coupon code will work. But hopefully everything's back up and going good tomorrow. All right. TikTok mini pack giveaway. Boom. Scrolling through, and our winner for a mini pack on TikTok is Kingpin Pop 300. Kingpin Pop. Kingpin Pop 300. Mini pack winner of choice on TikTok. Let's go. Kingpin Pop. You got yourself a mini pack. Perfect. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. All right, crew. Appreciate all of you guys. You guys have an amazing Monday night. I will see you guys again on Wednesday on Instagram, Thursday on TikTok, and I might just I went randomly live on YouTube Live at the warehouse on, what day was that? Friday. So I'm going to start doing that more often as well, just some random lives. But Hall of Famers, we got 2 trainings this week. All-Star in the Hall of Fame, we have our monthly free training as well. So appreciate all of you guys. Have an amazing night. TikTok, I'm out. Later. YouTube, appreciate all of you guys. We'll see you guys soon. Later, crew.